And just like that, I'm live. It has been a while since I've gone live. And I decided I'm going to start going back live again. So this is just an impromptu, no organization behind it. And I'm going to pick a day and time that I'm going to start going live again to give tips on personal branding, business stuff. Just so that I can, I like to get educated, as you guys know, but I haven't been educating on branding as much, especially how to personally brand yourself. So that's what I'm going to do because I run across things on a regular basis that I, want to let people know about different things and the perception when you're talking to people. Because as you know, business is about being authentic and also perception of your professionalism. Are you ready? And if you want things done, like today, I'm going to talk about 3 must-haves. I'm going to get straight to it because these are things I've been dealing with different clients and signing up for different people and just making it easy for people so that you can get it done. So 3 must-haves when it comes to branding that I believe. So first and foremost, you let's talk about Zoom. Most people have the upgraded Zoom. I just checked it. It's about $14.99 per person. If you have a team, everybody needs to get one. I have to get one for one of the people on my team. But I have had 2 people that had the free Zoom. And it was so interesting because one of the people who had the free Zoom was a startup who was talking to me and an investor. And it ended at, and first of all, like, why would you set it up if you only have a free Zoom? Because that gives you 40 minutes. And the last thing you want is for the timer to show up and say, hey, you got 2 minutes left. And then you got to send out a new email invite and all this. So if there's something you're going to put your money in on a monthly basis, I'm going to say it's these 3 things. And one of these do not cost anything. So pay the $14 for the upgraded Zoom because here's what happened in that meeting. He pitched what he needed. We talked back and forth about how we can help one another. And the investor had an idea of how he wanted to invest, but it cut off. Like he was like, well, I have 2 minutes. Do you want me to go ahead and go on with what I would like to do with your business? Or would you like me to come back later and do it? We all know when the deal is hot, you want to do it now. And it cut off. And so we had to come back later. I wasn't able to get back on the call. It just threw everything off. And I'm like, we needed like 10 more minutes and we didn't have it. I was just like, I can't. So please, by all means, get the upgraded Zoom. It says a lot. And when you're doing a deal, if you're the business owner who needs deals or investors as a startup and your Zoom cuts off, it says a lot to them because they're there ready to talk and they get in the zone. People get in the zone. They can't like be cut off, go to an email, go get a new one and come back. I'm just telling you now, it's something that's worth it because it's something that it does something subliminally that says you're not ready. You don't have the basics in place. And I know, again, I know it's budget is tough, but there's some things you just got to have. So that's one. 2 is a digital contract. Listen, I have people who send me stuff that, and if you're watching, you've sent it and this is no shade to you, but it's going to take you forever to get it from me. If you ever do, if I have to download it, sign it, scan it and email it back to you, I have no time for that. Honestly, it takes too much. And I want to get it to you immediately. If you send it digitally and actually it becomes a legal document because it says it in the contract that this is a digital binding contract. And here's the thing, you get your contracts. And if you don't have a contract, now you can go get one and make sure you do a contract for every deal that you do. Sometimes we forget, right? We set up something, pay, you go and do it, and then something happens. But, I've never had anything really happen. But what if something does happen and I didn't get the contract signed to protect myself? And same with you guys, right? So I just wanted to say, 1, let's have a contract because what it says to your clients is, oh my God, you're professional. Right? Number 2, if it's digital, they can look at it and get it done. I'm telling you, if you send them a document, they're going to look at it and go, well, I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that, because the language of business now, it's not about you doing anything to impress people. It's how we are communicating now. Branding is about communication and, being part of how we think and talk now. We are in a technology zone, so you got to catch up with the technology. We just don't have time for manual anything. So, a couple of places you can get it. Eversign is inexpensive. I think it's like $7 a month, and I think you actually can do it free for up to a certain amount of contracts. You can do Hello Sign is pretty inexpensive, and I think the more expensive one is Docusign. If you have like a bigger business, um, Docusign is great. Lenders are using it. Regular folks are using it. Small businesses are using it. If you have products and services, you don't really, I mean, small, like you're selling earrings or artwork or something like that, I don't think you need contracts. But if you a coach, you have like a non-tangible service, you definitely want to get your contracts in. And definitely, if you want your contract signed, you're going to have to do it digitally, because there's two people that are waiting for contracts for me and they still haven't gotten it. And I'm just like, can we just like put it on Eversign? That way you can get it. You have, actually, here's the other thing. Where are the contracts? Now, if you have this portal, you can actually have it. So that's that. And then the last thing, and we all know, is a calendar link. Please, for the sake of all of humanity, please get a calendar link, because here's what it saves. One, you know that it goes on your person's calendar, so they don't be like, oh my God, I didn't put it on my calendar. I totally forgot. That's the first thing it prevents. The second thing it prevents is errors, because I make errors when I like, oh my God, I'm talking, doing a million things. So when I have that, I can immediately go over to your calendar link, put in my name and email, and boom, everything is done. I don't make mistakes. I put the wrong AM, PM, all this stuff. So calendar links save errors. It makes you accountable. And then you don't have to do the auction of, well, what time you got? You got next week, you got this week, that week, that week. So that is my 3 suggestions for your personal brand, your business brand, because again, it's communicating, it's consistency, and people have great expectations of doing business with you. When they know that you have this, they go, oh, I already know how she does business, or they do business. They're going to be on point, and it's part of your brand. And when they tell other people about it, they're like, listen, you're going to love working with them because they're on point. Everything is smooth, professional. You're going to love it. So thank me later. I hope if you need some help finding those places, I'm going to put them in the chat so you can set those systems up. But believe me, if you want your business to go smooth, get those 3 things. Have a great weekend. Thanks for tuning in.